You did say earlier like it's gonna reach 100K.
Yeah, at some
You
point,
do.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to keep printing the dollar until everything goes to prices you don't find reasonable.
No.
As long as they keep devaluing the dollar, everything's going to go to stupid price.
No.
So a 1.5x in Bitcoin's all-time high is not a very fucking sick call. Yeah, we're going from 69 to 100. Oh, that's like a 1.3x. Hardcore, bro. Hardcore. You get like a 1.3x in a day in Hex. It's just
You think we're at a support level right now with 19K and
no,
1K for Ethereum?
no, I
No.
don't. I think you're so oversold you might get a bounce, but I don't think there's support here. Where's the support? I mean, wouldn't the old all-time high have been considered support? It blew through that shit like it wasn't there. It blew right through 20K down to 17K, like it wasn't there. And I don't think everyone's been liquidated yet. I still think there's leverage positions that are still hanging on by a thread that they're still adding margin to that haven't collapsed yet. And when they do sell, like I think there's 180,000 Ethereum position that's still ready to get liquidated. I like I'm not trading, and I suggest you don't. But if I were trading, I'd want to know where that liquidation was. I'd be looking it up on
Mhm.
chain to see the health of it.
God,
Because when they're
that
forced to
makes.
sell, the price is going down.
I hear what you say.
Yeah.
It's
Mind you,
for a lot of.
I
Yeah.
was the only guy to call the top. Everybody else said it was going up. I said it was going
Mhm.
down. I was right. They were wrong. It's been a year and a half now. My price calls been in profit every single day except one. That fake out 69K candle. They got people long, went straight down. So
When you came with hacks, what was your mission there? And
sure.
why do you think? Because I think I looked into it, and you're right. It has so much more utility than a lot of the other projects that are out there that
Yep.
people die for
Yep.
and believe is godly almost. Why is it that hacks gets so much
I think
hate
well,
and
you have to remember all these influencers, all these YouTubers make
Mhm.
money on you losing money. So they promote you referral links. The referral links make money on you losing money. Paying fees are getting liquidated. And so they want to promote things that they make money on. And so unless they bought Hex early or claimed it for free, because you could have claimed it for free, idiots that didn't claim it, I feel so sorry for you idiots. Um, they don't want to promote stuff they don't make money on. So since you can't margin trade it, there's nowhere to like get leveraged up on it, which is why there's no pain in our price chart. It's like no one's getting liquidated on the way up. God, can you imagine if people could have shorted into that 1,000,000% price rise? Price would have gone even higher. Um, so yeah, and it's also jealousy, right? So like they might not have known I was a business god, and they might have just thought I was like a YouTuber, and then a YouTuber comes along and makes like the number three crypto, you know, and with 10,000x price performance, 100% perfect flawless operation and uptime. Yeah, they get jealous. So they try and make their own coins, and those things go to zero, and you're like, well, try again, homies. Like I don't know. I mean, it's also because like, dude, I brag about my dick size. I'm doing the outrage marketing thing, but that's come later, right? Like this is relatively
Are you feeding? You're feeding of it, right? I think you're
right. I just got
also
an art.
utilizing.
I just got
Yeah,
two articles in the
yeah.
Times and in Bloomberg, and it leads with like
Mhm.
Richard Hart's eating the world's most expensive caviar out of a gold tin, $600 an ounce, talking about celebrating the bear market, and it tastes like the tears of his haters. That's awesome. It's awesome for them. It's good content. It's fun to read. It's awesome for me. I can get people in on the outrage garbage and then shift them into trying to save their lives with medical research and removing counterparty risk and increasing efficiency and making technological progress and getting free coins. I hand out free coins like crazy. So like I get them in on the outrage and then I shift them into the beauty, but they won't come on the beauty straight. So here I am, dressed like a clown.
I remember seeing a video of you, and you were putting like I think it was that bag.
This
I had
global.
yeah, and you were like, I'm gonna put this right there because I know you guys like that stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it's also because you're playing with the audience and the
Yep.
psychology of it, isn't it?
Well, it's also proof of work. So a lot
Yeah.
of people will say they're rich. Okay, well, show me your stuff. If you have stuff, I'm more likely to believe you because words are cheap, right? Go try and buy this bag. You can't. It's not for sale. You can't buy it, and if you could buy it, it's 40 grand, 50 grand in America. Good luck. You want to buy a useless bag for 50 grand? No, you don't, but I do because I can afford it. It don't mean nothing to me. 50 grand is nothing to me. This watch is 620,000. You can play roulette on it. You want to see
I
me
know
play
it's
roulette
the
on it?
Jacob and Hoy, isn't it?
Yeah, the Jacob and
Yeah,
Co. Here, let
yeah,
me put it
yeah.
in the camera for you. I'll play roulette for you. Oh,
There we go.
caught by my
Can I
headphone.
make a bet?
Go ahead, pick a number, man. Pick a number. I don't know how high
Uh,
they go.
0.
Is that? Yeah, it's on there. There's a green zero on there. I did this last night, but
Are you sharing a lot for, because there are so many people, including even some of my good close friends that are losing and then getting wrecked.
why are they
Like,
getting
what do
wrecked?
you?
How are they getting wrecked? They didn't
Uh,
sell the top when I called the top, or what?
I guess, well, to be honest with you, Richard, I think also a lot of people, including myself, didn't know about Hex until recently.
Yeah,
I think,
yeah.
with your popularity growing as well, I think the awareness about who you are and what you've built has grown exponentially. And I'm
Yes,
very
sir.
realistic about that. Like,
Well, Hex is on a big
um,
dip now too. I mean, Hex has dipped so
yeah.
much. So like Ethereum dipped like 80+%, and now Hex dipped like 90+%. And you're like, all right, that's what you get for. And by the way, Hex is still up 250x versus Bitcoin and 75x versus Ethereum from January 5th of 2020. So when people are like, dips are in the game, man. Hex has dipped 75, 65%, like 10 times or something, some large number. So this is normal for us. But for these other currencies, it's a once every 3 or 4 year thing.
What is next for you? What are you?
Well, the movie's going to come out. They made a movie about me, which is really amazing. Now, look, I look like the kind of guy looking at me here. If I said a movie was amazing, I'd be like, he's talking shit. No, no, no. I'm very serious. Like, me being in a movie makes it a worse movie. I'm not hot, you know. The big boobs I have aren't the kind of big boobs people want to see. So, like, I understand that trying to make a movie about software and me, that's a challenge, right? So these guys just make amazing films, and they get the human story. They show guys that put all their life's money in there, and like, they went all in and took their house money and put it in at 40 cents. All right, well, it's 3 cents now. So that's a story, you know? And if it goes and makes it, well, it's not, would be very surprised if it would make a new all-time high before the movie came out, because it should be in theaters or in Netflix or whatever, like January. Depends on who they get to buy it. So they're screening it to get people to like purchase it now because it's basically done. Um, Great film, absolutely great film. Cut like, I think everyone's really gonna like it. It's by far the best crypto movie
It's like a
ever, and
movie. It's not a
it's
documentary about you.
yeah, it's like a documentary about me, but
Okay.
they have custom score with like a 30-piece orchestra. They've got the best cameras, the best everything. Like, it's really amazingly well done, and it has good content, interesting, exciting stories. And I think and it will introduce people to things that they might be able to get in on. Imagine if I learned about Bitcoin at 2 instead of like 30, right? I would have rather bought 2 than 30. I'd have like 15 times more money.